All right, everybody, welcome to Ridgeline Hunting, the YouTube channel. Thank you for watching. Today we are going to talk about the Kuiu 5500, the pros and the cons, and that is basically just my opinion, so you can take it with a grain of salt. But I have been using the Kuiu 5500 now for a couple years, and it's gone with me from turkey hunting all the way to elk hunting, and then also here in Washington State and down in Arizona, and anywhere from day hunts to 7-day back in the backcountry hunts. So I'm going to give you what I like and what I don't like, and really just my opinion on some of the things that I wish they would change, but they haven't. But for starters, we're going to take all this gear right here and we're going to put it into the pack. And I'm going to explain what I like and what I don't like while I'm stuffing all of this. So this is basically what I'll be taking on a bear hunt, probably minus the stove, unless it's later on in the season. So without further ado, this is the Kuiu 5500. Now, is this thing blinking on me? I don't know. But anyways, this is the Kuiu 5500, and I am going to stuff it with all of this stuff that you see here on the table. So let's go ahead and get started. Number one thing, I don't keep my sleeping bag in this. I actually like to take the sleeping bag out and stuff this down in the bottom. Now, to get into the Kuiu bag, you basically only have the side pocket, and then there is like a cinched top. So this can open all the way up. It has like 2 cinches. This one actually gets you inside the bag, and we will get to that later on. But for now, we are just going to use the side pouch. Now inside here, there are different straps. You can strap things closer to the back. But for right now, we're going to open up the bottom with these 2 straps here. This is going to kind of get the bag a little bit wider. I like to undo my straps on the sides until I get everything in the bag, and then I like to cinch everything up. So inside the bag, here are the other straps here. Let's use this other camera here. Right here, once this is opened up, there are these 2 other straps in here, and then they come with a bunch of different straps. So some of these are extra because these 2 actually kind of cross, and then these 2 go across the side. These other ones kind of go in here like an X, like that. But that is just to kind of like cinch things to the very back of the pack. But for right now, stuffing in this bag here, and I like to just kind of stuff this down in the bottom and try to get all the air out of it. Now this is a 0-degree down bag. I usually use my 20, but I'm kind of just trying to use some of my larger items to kind of give you a picture of how the pack actually works really well with a lot of gear. Now, I have never used the stove before, so I'm actually probably going to just stuff this in now, kind of get it closer to the back of the pack. And maybe this is something that I might strap in. I don't know yet, but that's in there. Get that really nice and deep down there. This is my sleeping pad. I'm just gonna kind of stuff this down in here. I usually take this out, but for this, that stuff's in there nice and easy. Since I got that, maybe let's go to my pillow, which I don't have out here. So normally I have like a little pillow. It's extremely small. Inside the pack, so this is one of the things that I do like about the pack, is that there are little pockets inside the pack that I actually utilize. So some packs don't have these, it's just an open thing, but right here I have this smaller pouch here, fire starter, a lighter, toothpaste, and toothbrush. These are kind of the things that oh, that's not a toothbrush. This is my toothbrush right here. So some of the things that I like to have in a little kit, I like to throw that in one of the pockets here. I always know where it's at inside here. Makes it really easy. Nice little stowaway area. There is an upper pocket on here. This is where I put my tags. So I already have my tags in here. I don't really take those out. And then I have like a little medicine pouch. It basically has aspirin and some other things in there. Tylenol, Band-Aids. I kind of throw all that stuff in there. This right here is like just an extra bag. This is what I hang my food up with. And I actually put that in one of these other stash pockets. It's the upper stash pocket. I kind of just put that right in there and zip that closed. And then now, oh, here's my little medicine pack right here. This guy, put that in this upper pocket. And then my batteries. So this is like a little pouch that I have here. Has a battery cell in it, all my cables. This is usually where I also will put my extra camera batteries. I put that all in this pouch. That actually goes into this upper pocket as well. Now these are all the things that I do like. So one of the cons that I do not like is that the only access port to the main bag is just this side zipper. And then the upper little opening on the very top, which it's not terrible, but I would like to, it would have been nice if this was like a U shape, so then can really stuff everything in here and get it really organized. I mean, this one works, but a U pocket makes it a lot easier, or U zip I should say. Now this is my Silex Guardian. This is a 2-person tent, shelter I should say. That's gonna go right up towards the top, just because that is something I'm gonna be taking out pretty much first. This is the Seek Outside ground pad. This is gonna go down the side here. And then that's pretty much it for the main pocket. Now I've had this thing stuffed to the brim, and I actually broke one of the little like zipper pulleys. So be careful with that. They will break. I mean, mine broke, so just be careful with that. So next I have my stove. Now this thing has gone through the works. I've had this since I started hunting, and yeah, it got melted, but still works perfect. There is an outer pocket. I usually use this for rain gear and some of the other things, but yeah, this is where my stove goes. And then glassing pad. I have a nice Kuiu glassing pad. No, I don't have any affiliates with Kuiu at all. I just stumbled upon their pack when I was, I wouldn't say I was upgrading from XO, but I was looking for something a little bit larger, and at the time, XO Gear kind of priced me out of their packs, but that's why I came across the Kuiu bag. It is a very nice pack, and I'm getting to another con, but for right now, one of the cons, this side zipper here, not a huge fan of that. I wish it was more of a U-zip, so you can actually just open it all the way up and just kind of put your stuff in there like extremely organized. I like the organization of things, so yeah. This right here, these are the black Ovis game bags. I will put these in the outer pocket, like sleeve. It's not a stretch pocket. This is very, very tight. So compared from this Kuiu bag and my XO bag, I also believe the Initial Ascent bag, this outer pocket is a stretch pocket. For Kuiu, it is not, but it still does have quite a bit of room. And again, this side zipper is also broken, like the little tab that you can get on there to like really wrench it closed. The tab broke. So now that I have all of that, let's go ahead and pick this thing up. Now this is still super, super light, you guys. Like there's very minimal stuff in here, and this can go all the way up. And I'm talking, it can go way up there. So if you're looking like, oh man, this thing looks pretty tight, where's all this food gonna go? There's still plenty of room, because that's basically what I would be stuffing in here, is the food at this point. But yeah, some of the other things right here, we're gonna go with the knife. What's nice about these Kuiu bags is that the side pockets here on the side, these are really nice. I have a bunch of stuff in here. This is my scope cam right here. Put that in there. I have some face paint. I don't really need that for bear season, but hey, whatever. Havalon knife. Go inside pocket. And then on the other side, this is actually made by Vortex, but this is like a little bino deal you put on your tripod. I also have like 550 cord in here, some predator calls. I stuff those in the little side pocket here. Oh, and it looks like I have my propane tank. So my propane tank here, this actually will go in this outer sleeve pocket. Just kind of stuff that in there, get this thing closed. Now, this is where, if you don't really utilize it, so now I'm gonna close up the inner part of this, because this is where I'd be stuffing kind of my food in here. There's still plenty of room inside this pack for everything you need. So that is not a gripe of mine at all. There's plenty of room in this pack. That is one of the main things that I do like. One of the main things I dislike is this lid. So if this pack is not completely jam-packed with gear, if you're just in day mode and you just have a day's worth of food and nothing in this lid, it is really like floppy. So normally so this is a little dry bag that I have. This will normally have my camera, oh, my light went out, boo. But this will normally have camera lenses in it. So when I put this in here and you're kind of walking around with this lid, this just flops kind of back and forth. So I'll show you when it's just, I would say in day mode, I'll show you what it's like. But I mean, this pack is still super light. I mean, obviously it's probably gonna have, I would say, a pound a day of food, kind of a general like guesstimation. Plus I can cinch this way down. This pack will get really tight. It does look like there's a lot in here, but it's still not that bad. So these are my stakes for the Guardian or the Silex for Seek Outside. Those are my carbon stakes. These are my walking sticks. These will not be in the pack Normally I'll be actually using them to hike in, but we're just gonna stuff it in there for now. We're gonna get this thing cinched nice and tight, just to show you guys kind of what it looks like. So really the only thing that would be missing from this whole setup is my weapon carrier for what I'll be using. My next season is bear season, so I actually do have this set up right now for a rifle. I use this during turkey season. This, oh geez, this is all twisted up. This is their weapon carrier, and I mean, this will carry a shotgun, a rifle. You could probably actually use this for your bow as well. It just won't protect the cam. It does have a bow carrier, which I do have. It's really nice. It has something to protect the cam, and then up here there's another section that you actually slide the barrel through the top, but it will hold a rifle in here really nice. The pack does cinch down really well, really tight, very compact. The only thing with this is if you don't have a whole lot of stuff in the lid. So when I'm hiking in, I actually put my puffy in here, so the lid actually doesn't like move around. I just think there's just a little bit too much extra fabric. And I also have, use this other camera. So I have these buckles, instead of them going on the outside, because this actually helped the lid stay a little bit tighter, I actually ran them through the inside. These do not make noise when you're walking around right here. These are just what keep the lid. Usually this will be on the outside, and the lid seriously just shifts around all the time. So slid them through the inside. Actually, my buddy Mike kind of was farting around with it at home. He figured this out, kind of switched this around, and it really tightened up the lid a little bit more. And then also this little guy right here, this attached to here, and it kept the lid from shifting all over the place. So there's some things that you can do to make it to where the lid is a little bit better, but there is just maybe a little bit too much fabric. I don't know. It's just one of my things. When this goes down into day mode, which I'm gonna get it down there again, take everything out and just kind of show everybody how floppy this thing can be. So let's go ahead and pretend that we got camp set up, and we're gonna start taking everything out. So about to have a yard sale on the floor here. So let's go ahead and take out the shelter. Don't need that. That'd be back at camp. Same with this bad boy. Sleeping bag. So normally I don't take the 0. I use a 20. And then if it gets cold, I'll sleep with my puffy and stuff. Let's go ahead and take this out. Let's leave the stove in here just because, and a couple of the other things. Okay, so now let's say this is kind of down into day mode. Now can everybody see how kind of floppy this bad boy gets? And there's seriously no way to really tighten it down anymore. You can do everything you want with the bag part. Let's go ahead and take these out. Let's get this cinched down. So there's game bags in here, the stove, that'd be a day's worth of food. Because I usually set up camp and then I'll hunt from camp for like a couple days, and then if it starts to get bad, let's say we're not finding any animals or something, then we'll pack up and go to a different spot. So we call this kind of day mode, but there is a lot of fabric here. So for me, usually go out solo filming / hunting, I have a lot of camera gear kind of up in this pocket because I can easily switch lenses or, you know, get to my batteries here. But usually it's kind of like lenses and extra camera gear up in this lid. And there's only a very light dry bag in here. If you're kind of walking around, this lid moves a lot. And it's kind of annoying because you can kind of feel it. So the lid, the side zipper, and that's mainly about it. Everything else fits really well. I don't have any issues with hot spots. The pack is actually super light. It's not heavy at all. The material is great. It doesn't really make any noise. There's no squeaks. The two kind of gripes that I have is that the lid is annoying and that the side zipper, I just wish it was a U zip. Other than that, man, the pack is phenomenal. I can probably get 9 days, maybe. I could probably push it to 11 just depending on what I eat. But yeah, other than that, the pack is great. Kuiu does have a new bag. I think it's the Divide. That one looks really cool. But for me, I might actually be going to maybe next year Initial Ascent or going back to XO. But I mean, this pack hasn't done me wrong. It's very easy to get to the load shelf. Basically all you do is just loosen up these two bottom straps down here, and they basically just pull right up off of this stays up on the top. So you're gonna undo your load lifting straps, and then the bag just basically just lifts right off of this thing. If I did this right. Hold on a second. Right here. So there's two straps underneath this belt right here. It's gonna kind of loosen these up. And basically this just makes it to where the bag can move up and down. Just gonna loosen that up on both sides. It's probably kind of hard to see, but basically now the bag can go up and down. If you can kind of see that, the bag kind of lifting up and down. Just gonna pull it off these stays. Undo the straps on the side. And you're ready to go, ready to get the meat out. It's that simple. I mean, it can happen in just a few seconds, and you're ready to pack meat. Or let's say you need this room for bringing in stuff for camp. You can actually use this to bring in stuff for camp. And then there's these straps here that you can actually strap down the meat. Use these straps, strap down the meat, you're ready to go. But yeah, it's Kuiu 5500. The two gripes that I have are not big gripes at all, but that would be the only two that I have. I did notice I wasn't really getting any hot spots, but there was some kind of, I don't know, I wouldn't even say it was like irritation, but my hips after hauling in a very large camp, I did it on purpose. So I loaded the pack up with like stuff that I didn't even need, and it was about 85 pounds. It was a very long 7 hour hike in, lots of elevation gain. I did start to get some pain kind of like in my kind of hip area, but other than that, I mean, who's gonna be hiking around 80 pounds for 7 hours. Not many people. I did it on purpose. I wanted to really get some weight on the pack, and then you know, simulate what could be packing. You know, I could be packing out some elk meat or something like that, because I haven't been able to pack out an elk yet. I've packed out 2 deer with this pack, and it did great. The deer, it didn't even feel like there was a deer in here. So it was one was doe, and then I helped a buddy pack out one of his deer that he shot. It was a buck, but yeah, it did great. It did really good. So this is the Kuiu 5500, pros and cons. I mean, I didn't really go over the pros just because there's quite a bit. There's the inside stash pockets. The pack does really, really well. It's 5500, but I mean, you can get a lot of days out of this pack if you pack it right. The fit and feel is really, really nice. The lid I don't like, and just that side pocket. Other than that, the straps are really nice. They are pretty thick. I do wish, okay, I guess this is another con, but it's not really. I just wish that these were just a little bit taller. It's not necessarily the width of the foam, but just a little bit taller, so it kind of just sits on the hips a little bit better, and maybe that might help with not really the hot spots, but the pain that I was feeling in the forward part of the hip. Maybe that might help a little bit, but other than that, I mean, it's a really nice pack. But maybe next year I might be going with something else, so we will see. But yeah, thank you all for watching. I hope you liked my breakdown of the pack that I've been using for the past couple seasons. Yeah, go and check them out, Kuiu.com. Go and check out their packs. I'm not saying go and purchase one if you don't want to. I mean, there's a whole bunch of packs out there that can get the job done. But Kuiu, if you're looking for something that is a little bit cheaper in price but still going to perform really nice, check it out. Kuiu 5500. Thank you, everybody. Hope you like what you're watching. Subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, you know, give us a thumbs up, and you know, I hope you guys like what you're watching. So till the next time, everybody, thank you and have a good night. Bye.